Hello everyone, my name is Izzy and welcome to my one of a million YouTube personalities, internet personalities. Here I am already messing up the intro that I came up with a few weeks ago. Today, as you guys can tell by the title, I have a lot to say regarding the P. Diddy case, aka Puff Daddy, aka Sean Combs, whatever you want to call him. He doesn't really deserve a name or deserve a title, but anyways, we'll be doing a little twist to this video and I will be doing my makeup. So as you guys can tell, I look a little bit rough. As a matter of fact, the lighting looks rough. Hold on. Lighting? I mean lighting. Let me do some adjusting. And we have a whole new angle, so bear with me, guys. This is very different. I'm questioning if I should take this on or keep the sweater on. Or maybe let's just keep it on so we can look a little bit more cozy. Anyways, since this Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs case has, introduced itself onto the internet, I have been seeing a lot of weird takes. And before we get into these takes, I will be putting on my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which I literally purchased a few weeks ago. Y'all, if you don't know from my other channel, which continue to be hidden, you will find it if you find it. If it's your cup of tea, I thought my cat was doing something. If it's your cup of tea, you will find that channel. So I finally got my own makeup, y'all. Like, congratulations to me. So I'm like, I got my own makeup now. Might as well use it. Since this P. Diddy thing has been introduced to the public, y'all, I have been seeing a lot of weird takes. And I am thoroughly surprised that this is what people decide to focus on. Amongst the number of allegations this man's is facing. I can't even speak, y'all. That's how crazy this case is. The number of allegations that's being thrown at this man, the amount of things that, people are accusing him of doing, and would you guys believe that everyone is focusing on the fact that there's men involved in this situation? And I'm like, what? What? Are you serious? Like, please tell me we joking. So P. Diddy, before I get into myself, P. Diddy is a rapper, artist, a producer, and he also owns his own record label company called, I think, Bad Boy Records. Hold on, let me fact check that. P. Diddy record label. Bad Boy Records. How the hell do I know that from the top of my head? So basically, he owns a record label company. He's been known for having interactions with some of the biggest rappers in the early 2000s, like, this man is huge. This man's net worth is in the billions. And I'm not joking. Like, his net worth is actually in the billions. And he's very known in the music industry. And just know he holds a lot of power. So P. Diddy is not someone that's, how would I say? He's not really a nobody. Like, you have to know him if you want to get into the music industry. Like, people know him. Even though I never really, I wouldn't even consider myself a fan. But I'm not really someone who's like, really invested in the music industry. But growing up, especially as a black girl, you knew who P. Diddy was. You didn't really know what music was his, but you know of his existence. Like, you just knew the name P. Diddy. Just like almost everyone knows who Tupac is, even though you might not know every song word for word. You knew Tupac was huge. That's who P. Diddy was, y'all. So when this news came out that, he's about to face time and he's having these serious allegations be thrown at him, I'm like, oh. I'm over here like repeating myself, not really speaking any common sense, but just know this video is very unplanned. It's not gonna be the most professional one out there. Okay. And y'all, looking on my screen, it turns out he has many record labels. Bad Boy Records, Interscope Records, Atlantic Records, Uptown. Oh my gosh, I know Atlantic Records. That's crazy. It seems to me that he has. Wait, is this correct? How much record labels does this man have? He's a record producer and record executive and American rapper record executive. Now, y'all, if y'all looking for an in-depth video on the things that Sean P. Diddy Combs has done, this is not the video. I'm gonna tell you guys this from now. I am just a girl who like to look at things on the internet. I'm a little bit chronically online. Actually, I'm not a little bit chronically online. I'm actually very chronically online. And there are some things that continuously pop up on my timeline and I want to yap about it. So this is one of the things that I will be yapping about. But before we do that, I just went in with the Fenty Beauty 420 shade. 420 shade because that's my shade. Yeah, I finally know my shade now. And I'm going in with this beauty blender that I got from Simple Techniques or something techniques. What is it called? Real Techniques. Excuse me, I literally just purchased my own makeup a few days ago. Y'all, so basically, this whole thing about Sean Diddy, P. Diddy Combs, we're just gonna call him P. Diddy. This whole thing about him came up or actually started from the end of last year, or was it the beginning of this year? Oh my gosh, it felt like so long ago, but I'm pretty sure it was last year when his ex-girlfriend came out and hit him with a huge lawsuit claiming that he ex-trafficked her. I don't want to say the word, and then YouTube decided to be like, girl, we about to take down your video, and I'm going in with the Maybelline New York concealer, and this is in the shade 45, which my sister has had forever. It's not mine. She hit him with a lawsuit accusing him of domestic violence, ex-trafficking her, and a whole bunch of other things. And it was not a little bit of money. It was like, I think it was in the millions. Again, I'm not the one to go to for reliable source. Google is right there. I'm just yapping and going off of memory because I have 10 assignments due, thanks to Hurricane Milton. Y'all, when that got out the bag, would you believe that a lot of people said, oh, we do not believe you. You're only with him you were only with him for his money, and now this is just like a cash grab. People are not believing that he did those horrible things to her. And you guys can look at the lawsuit online. This is public information. You guys can look for the lawsuit online and see the serious things that he was being accused of by her. Long story short, he paid up, settled the lawsuit ASAP. Quick. Because when people saw that, there were a lot of people trying to be like, you guys know the typical men that are like, oh, she's just with him for his money. And then there's a lot of people like, wait, this is not new. This story is not new. There's been countless people who are big in the industry, music industry, entertainment industry, that are, have been accused of doing some crazy stuff. So what do you mean not only did he like abuse you, he trafficked her and had her sleep with multiple people? Guys, I wish I was making this up. Go online and look it up. He was being accused of some crazy things that are way out of the ordinary. You get what I'm saying? But only somebody in power can do something like this. Long story short, he paid up. He settled that money. And it was like, the story kind of disappeared, but at the same time, people were still talking about it in the media. It was so much so to the point, this man dropped a video saying, like, first he tried to say he didn't do it. Not sure if he did a video saying that, or maybe he released a statement or something like that saying that. And then guys, guess what happened? Footage from a hotel that Diddy and his ex-girlfriend, I'm sorry for not saying her name is Cassie. Footage from a hotel lobby actually, of him assaulting her, dragging her on the floor. Trigger warning, pretty graphic, but he was doing some crazy stuff to her, y'all, and the footage was leaked online. And so a bunch of the people that were saying like, oh, this is just for money, this is not true, he did not do this to her, radio silence, because now there's actual footage of him doing the things that she accused him of doing. This is just the physical abuse side of things. So now people were like, wait, what about the ex-trafficking part? What about the part where she said he made her and watched her eat with other people? So we're like, wait, oh my gosh, what she's saying might actually be true. Basically, that lawsuit opened the doors to the other lawsuits that proceeded to follow, and the other allegations that proceeded to follow. And best believe the feds was on him, because forcing somebody to not just have X with you, forcing somebody to have X with other people, and possibly forcing the other people to have X with other people is illegal. Okay? So that's what started this whole snowball of allegations that's hitting him left and right. And since that happened, y'all, he was on the run. Like, this man was actually running for his life. Actually, not really, because at some point he was literally in Miami partying it up while being wanted. How nice it is to be a billionaire, ain't it? And then, long story short, he got arrested in New York. He was actually on the run, like, no joke. He was on the run for some time. He went to the Caribbean, he went to Miami, and then he went to New York, and New York is where he got found and arrested. Guys, they arrested him and put him in this prison called Hell on Earth, because that's how bad the conditions are in this prison. Mind y'all, I don't know if I'm blending properly because there is no mirror in front of me. I'm literally using the viewfinder to do this. Now I'm going in. Oh my gosh, I love this blush so much. Rare Beauty. Selena did her thing. Oh my gosh, this girl did her thing with this blush. And this is the Rare Beauty, y'all. So this is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Grateful. And when I tell you I love the packaging, this thing is so pigmented, but why do I love it? And usually I just put it on my hand. Oop. You know what? I'm not going to say. We're just going to see me do it. I love a good blush. Y'all, this prison, Hell on Earth in New York, is described to be one of the most tough prisons out there. And just know he's going through it. He is for sure going through it in that prison cell. Because imagine moving from your mansion, your $1 billion mansion, to in a prison cell, which is considered hell on earth. But y'all, tell me why since he's been arrested, my entire timeline is focused on A, making fun of the victims. Yes, making fun of the people who were possibly a part of these ex-parties. And also focusing on the fact that he's gay. And people are being like, I know he was gay. I know he was gay. Do you guys think he's being arrested because he's gay? No, like, let's be for real. Do people actually think he's being arrested because he's gay? Like, people, they don't arrest you for being gay, and they don't arrest you for, like, having sex with multiple people. They don't arrest you for that. The illegal part comes in is when you make people do that without their consent. You force people to do that without their consent. I'm seeing a bunch of memes of people being like, oh, this is how Diddy slept with this male artist or this male actor, whoever the case might be. And basically just focusing on the fact that he's possibly homosexual, bisexual, whatever the case might be. People are just focusing on his sexual orientation. I'm like, is this what we've come to? No, like, actually, is this what we've come to? And it's the fact that here are some of the charges that he's being hit with. Racketeering conspiracy. Racketeering is basically using your business to conduct bad business practices or do illegal activities and make a profit out of it. He's also being hit with sex trafficking by force, transporting for purposes of prostitution, forced labor, drug offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. But everybody want to focus on the fact that he's possibly gay? Seriously? And honestly, this is such a common theme in the Black community. Hold on, not to mention, y'all, there are allegations that a lot of the people who are huge celebrities in the industry, who are introduced to Diddy, and there are some notable ones that, you know, one is probably coming up in your head right now, were involved in these activities before they were 18 years old, which means they were minors when this allegedly happened. And this is one of many stars who was possibly involved in this. And the thing that's rocking everybody the most is how much pictures are being leaked from the Diddy parties and all of those things that, you know, that's coming to light on the internet. A lot of them are involving huge celebrities, which people are saying like, oh, did you possibly know about this? Were you involved in the parties? Were you involved in the parties? Did you do this? Did you do that? But the problem with this situation is we don't know who's the victims and who are people that know what they were doing. Like, they had full-blown knowledge that, hey, there might be some forced labor, there might be some non-consensual things going on, but we don't care. We don't know who that is. But you know what the internet is doing? The internet is seeing one picture and they're running with it. They're running with it. I'm like, y'all, that's not how the law works. The law doesn't work. The law is not upset with a bunch of celebrities choosing to have together. Like, that's not the case. It's the fact that a lot of things were non-consensual. A lot of things involved drugging people and having them sleep with you because they're intoxicated and they can't really consent when you are intoxicated under the influence. But no, everyone's focused on the fact that Diddy is gay. And y'all, the crazy thing is, this is a direct reflection of the Black community, because in the Black community, people will be more surprised that a man touched a little boy and he might possibly be gay than the fact that he touched a little boy. Hold on, clock that team. People in the Black community would be more surprised that the man touched a male boy rather than the fact that the male boy was a boy under 18. Does anyone hear what I'm saying? This is a direct reflection of the Black community. And I wish I was making this up. I wish this was an over-exaggeration. It is not an over-exaggeration. I have seen this happen with my own two eyes, y'all. I have seen this happen with my own two eyes. Not the act, but the allegations and the way people react to certain things. And I really feel like the Black community, we have a lot of healing to do. We have a lot of things to clock ourselves on, clock each other on, and we have to really check ourselves. Time to put on mascara. Guys, I know I'm all over the place when it comes to speaking about this situation, but that's because my head is all over the place. The craziest part is, his case is called the freak-offs. I wish I was making this up. It's called the freak-off because a lot of these parties, I didn't even really explain what the whole party situation was. A lot of these things that he's being charged with happen at his infamous parties, p-diddy parties. Apparently it was such a huge thing in the media at some point, you know, probably before I was born, that they used to have commercials saying like, oh, you're invited to the p-diddy party. Like, everyone knew Diddy for his parties. There were a lot of celebrities who used to throw shade and be like, yo, if p-diddy said he want a party, you better not go to the party. Or people would be like, oh, if Diddy wanted to party, you know what happens at the party. Like,
turned down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
It was such a huge secret and such a huge thing, but at the same time, it was also something to show like, oh, you're an elite if you go to the party. You get what I'm saying? So again, a lot of celebrities are being exposed for going to these parties, but once again, we don't know who's the victim, the victor, or not victor, what am I saying? We don't know who's the victim or who's someone who should probably be behind bars or Diddy. And that's okay. Leave that to the law. But for people to come up with conspiracy theories, make fun of victims, hold on, let's go again. Make fun of victims, it's wild to me. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, if y'all follow me on Instagram, when this thing first came out, some of the memes that were coming out, I was like, haha, hee hee. But then I took a step back and I was like, wait, what are you laughing at? Like, I know I shared something on my story, y'all, and I was like, wait, girl, this is real life. Like, this is real life. The things that they are finding is real life. The 1,000 bottles of baby oil is real life. Somebody has been traumatized by the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And on top of that, the IV bags. And then he's also being accused of stalking these victims, keeping track of these health records. Y'all, this thing is super bad. But I can guarantee you that he's not being arrested because he's gay. Okay? Let's get that straight. We don't care that Diddy is gay. Let's all say together, we don't care that Diddy is gay. We do not care that Diddy is gay. We do not care that Diddy is gay. What we care about is sex trafficking, non-consensual sex, using drugs to make people sleep with you, forced labor, racketeering, all of those things. That's what we should care about. But trust me, I can promise you he's not getting arrested because he's gay. So let's not focus on the fact that he's gay. You know, it's not illegal to be gay. You know, yeah, it's 2024. Like, we shouldn't care if he's gay. Like, that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't care if he's gay. So yeah, that's my 2 cents and what I wanted to talk about. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope, you know, whoever was over here kiki-keying at the memes, like I was a kiki-keying at the memes, sit down and catch yourself. Because I had to sit down and catch myself. Anyways, y'all, hold on. That was the Big by Definition Sephora mascara, which I don't feel like showing up close because it's very dirty. But anyways, I'm going to put on my e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, which is right here. Baby girl, I love some e.l.f. I love me some e.l.f. Only $8. Excuse me. A broke girly like me, e.l.f. got me. I got some on my face, damn. My mouth, I mean. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching me do my makeup and also rant. Even though my makeup probably does not look nice. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next ones. Baby girl, you are what I want. Maybe give it to me, give it to you. Give it. Okay, catch yourself, Izzy.